Chuck's Boots has the largest selection of boots in the Midwest and right in your backyard. Over 100,000 pairs of boots in stock from all the top brands: Ariat, Thorogood, Carolina, Justin, Carhartt, and many more. Chuck's Boots has boots for every walk of life: Western, work, uniform, hiking, or motorcycle. Visit us in Fenton or St. Peters and online at chucksboots.com. There's only one name to remember.
Chuck's Boots, never leave my feet.
The holidays are right around the corner, which brings wonderful opportunities to reconnect and spend quality time with family and friends. Between all the festivities, travel, and festive gatherings, this season can also create ideal conditions for viruses not only ruin your plans, but also spread to those we love. Now, joining us this morning with more information on how to stay protected this holiday season is Dr. Reed Tuckson, co-founder of the Black Coalition Against COVID and chairman of the board for the Coalition for Trust in Health and Science. Good morning, Dr. Tuckson. How are you?
I'm great, and thanks for having us here. Appreciate it.
Appreciate having you. Doctor, as we approach the holiday season, what do people need to know about protecting themselves and their loved ones from COVID-19?
Well, we're aware that there are a lot of respiratory diseases circulating around, whether it's the atypical pneumonia, RSV, the flu, or whatever, even as we're discussing now, including COVID. So we need to be prepared to prevent disease. The holiday season in colder weather means more intimate indoor contact, and that means viral diseases like COVID spread more easily. Our coughs and our sneezes can transmit particles more easily. And unfortunately, COVID hasn't gone away. The virus continues to mutate and people are getting sick and dying. So I'm pleased to partner with Moderna to help inform people as they make their personal COVID vaccine decisions. And here's the key. The overwhelming majority of health professionals and scientists think that everyone 6 months and over should get the updated COVID vaccine now before the holiday season begins.
Very interesting. I got people I know who still don't believe in COVID, but that's another story. How long does protection from COVID-19 vaccine typically last?
Well, we've had experience with more than 655 million doses administered, and the data is clear that the vaccines are both effective and safe, preventing hospitalizations and deaths. But we also know that the vaccine protection starts to wane over time. And we also know that the virus has continued to mutate. So based on what we know, these vaccines should last for 6 months. Special note, those 65 and over and those with moderately or severe immunocompromising diseases should get with their health professional. They may need to have more frequent doses than the rest of us, but 6 months is what the guidance is.
So if I had COVID-19 this summer, do I still need to get the updated vaccine, or will the antibodies I built up fighting that off carry me through the winter season?
Well, the simple answer is yes, you do need to get the vaccine, and here's why. Even though you've already had it, you are still open to getting COVID again as those antibodies from being ill start to wear off. We want to protect you all the way out through the end of the season of the winter season. So it's recommended that you get vaccinated 90 days from when you first received your positive COVID test, or 90 days from the start of your symptoms. But absolutely, the answer is yes.
Now, here's a question I'm really interested in. What is long COVID, and does getting the vaccine protect us from long COVID?
This is there's a definite reason why it's confusing to you, because the COVID virus is really attacks so many different parts of our bodies, and it manifests itself in so many different ways in different people. So if you're one of the people, 1 in 5 Americans who have had, after having had their infection, have had symptoms of other problems for 3 months, things like brain fog, fatigue, exhaustion, chest pain, other things. If those have lasted for 3 months after your infection, you have what's called long COVID. Now, what's the best way to prevent long COVID? Don't get COVID. What's the best way not to get COVID? Get vaccinated.
Now, where can we go for more information?
I suggest you go to vaccines.gov. Very simple, vaccines.gov. Another site is disease.education/finder. Disease.education/finder.
Dr. Tuckson, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. I really appreciate it. Of course, we already know that during real COVID, when we had it back in 2019 and 2020, minorities, and I really had a problem with other doctors diagnosing and treating.
Well, the good news is that what we found out for the first time in history is that the Black community, because we got mobilized by our Black physicians, our pastors, our social and civic organizations, all of us coming together for the first time in history, we closed a health disparities gap with the rest of America. And what most people don't realize is because we in the Black community followed the guidance and advice so well that our disease survival the second year in the pandemic was better even than white Americans. So the bottom line is for the Black community, get moving, get involved, get vaccinated. We have already proven that we can save our own lives.
I like that, Doctor. Thank you for joining us on Morning Blend.
Thank you.
Need new seamless gutters with a better cover? Keep water away from your home and basement? Call Woods for Gutter Shutter, the largest seamless gutter system with a cover. Protect your home. Call Woods for a free estimate or go online to woodsbasementsystems.com. That's woodsbasementsystems.com, the all things basement-y experts.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Time to tech the halls with digital lifestyle expert Mario Armstrong. He's here now with his must-have gifts and gadgets for your shopping living. Mario, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. What's up, St. Louis? Good to see you all. Thanks for having me on. It's good to be here, James. And you're right. I put together a great list. I partnered up with some awesome brands to help you all out.
All right, so here we go. Mario, let's start with the outdoor enthusiast in our lives.
Okay, so I'm wearing it right now. I love this gift idea. This is the Amazfit T-Rex 3 GPS smartwatch. It's really rugged. It can handle extreme conditions. It's waterproof up to 328 feet. I wear it to track my swimming. It tracks your workouts, displays GPS maps, offers offline turn-by-turn directions, 3 weeks or more on battery life, text messages, heart rate, stress levels, oxygen, all of that. Plus, it's compatible with Apple and Android phones. And best of all, James, it's on sale right now for around $234, which is a really great price for a real smartwatch that can do everything I just mentioned. So that's really solid. Another great gift is a portable power station. This is the Jackery Explorer 2000 V2. Now, this thing is compact, lightweight, and ideal. It's a great gift for someone that goes camping, somebody that has RVs, or emergency situations. It charges in just 1.3 hours. It's quiet, no gas, no noise. It has a 10-year lifespan, features multiple ports to keep all your devices powered up. I'm talking from phones to refrigerators. You can power up with this. If you like it, go to Amazon, but use the code Mario230 to get a little help out on a great deal there.
Oh, that sounds cool. Now, Mario, what about for the tech lovers who want some awesome devices?
I got a couple. I got a laptop, a gaming system, and a handheld gaming system. I'll start there first. This is the ROG Ally X. It's the ultimate handheld gaming device because it combines a gaming console and portable PC in one with a 7-inch HD screen. So you take this with you on the go. It's got a long-lasting battery. It's powered by Windows 11. It offers access to programs like PowerPoint and Word, connects easily to a monitor or TV, and it includes a 3-month Xbox Game Pass subscription for access to hundreds of PC games. Speaking of accessing things, James, Black Friday deals are crazy at Microsoft right now and at the Microsoft Store, so go check them out. They have flexible ways to pay, 24/7 online support. One deal I saw right now was you could save up to $400 on select Surface Laptop 7 models. It offers the longest battery life of any Surface. I love this one. It's lightweight, it's portable, has 4 different colors it comes in. It comes in 2 display sizes, and they have free 2 to 3 day shipping on that as well. Just visit Microsoft.com for all your holiday tech shopping. And then lastly, James, we can't forget the gamers that are looking for the latest with Xbox, the Xbox Series S. This is the smallest console they've made. It packs incredible visuals. The graphics are incredible. The speed is fast. But starting December 2nd, you can save some money. St. Louis, save $50 off of the 512 gigabyte model. And with an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership, you can get access to hundreds of games from Minecraft to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, plus so much more. And on those devices, you can also access Netflix, Disney, and other streaming sites too.
Now, where can we go for more information, Mario?
Just go to the website. You can go to inthenews.tv. We got all the details there, what I talked about here, plus other stuff that I've been talking about that might be on your list that you should check out. Go inthenews.tv.
Been speaking with digital lifestyle expert Mario Armstrong, and he's been helping us to tech the halls. Mario, thank you for joining us on Morning Blend.
Morning Blend, James, St. Louis, what's up? Thank you so much. Hey, look, be safe, be patient with everybody out there, and enjoy the holiday season for me, okay?
Happy holidays to you too, Mario.
Take care. You too, James.
A.B. Maury is a global organization with a significant commitment to the baking industry in North America. Innovative quality products, a customer-centric culture, and a slogan that says it all. No doubt, A.B. Maury's proud heritage that first began with the innovative Fleischman brothers remains very much alive today.
We are A.B. Maury.
A.B. Maury.
We are A.B. Maury.
Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
Okay. I was asking you, Leon, what is it you don't want me to ask you? But I'll leave.
Oh, and you started laughing. So, I didn't hear you ask the question, but I saw you laughing.
Oh, man.
And I noticed you got Honolulu behind you. Did you enjoy that book?
Yes, I did. I enjoyed the last interview we did about that too. That was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Well, good seeing you again, James.
It's great seeing you two again, Mark Harmon and Leon Carroll Jr. Of course, he's talking about the book behind me, Ghost of Honolulu. Now they have Ghost of Panama. Let's talk about that a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and start off with you, Leon.
Okay.
Tell us about Ghost of Panama.
Well, Ghost of Panama follows a special agent by the name of Rick Yell in 1988, 1989. Actually, he got there in 86. And he started working a source that we refer to in the book as the old man. And actually, that's how we referred to him when we were working him. And he had access to Noriega's inner circle and through family and friends, and gave us a lot of information about what was going on with different connections, some of which was classified at the time, but you'll see that in the book. And the real key thing about this book is that profiles a guy who, is kind of a regular guy. Rick Yell is just your normal guy from Tennessee, actually. And he was the lead investigator on a murder case. We had a first lieutenant Marine type who was killed at a checkpoint. And he was with 4 other people just coming back from dinner. And a Navy SEAL and his wife witnessed that from the car behind. And they were arrested and treated pretty poorly by the Panamanian Defense Force. And that word, through our agents, made it through, got all the way up to the highest levels of government. And our president at that time, George Herbert Walker Bush, made the decision to invade Panama.
Mark, before I get started with you, first thing I want to say is congratulations. The National Football Foundation awarding you the gold medal. I have to Congratulations on that.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't know that either.
Talk about your collaboration with Mark on this particular book. We talked about the last one, and I keep teasing you guys. I'm still waiting on the movie to come out.
Well, if you got the money, I'm sure Mark will hook you up to producing it. So, but no, the collaboration on this was kind of a personal gift to me, actually. I had wanted to tell this story from the very beginning, even before Honolulu, actually, but we chose to do Honolulu because it sets up what the organization was historically, and it allows, the readers now to understand when we're talking about NIS, ONI, NCIS, we're actually talking about the same agency. But I worked with these guys either in Panama or some other place. I trained with Rick Yell. So I know every player in this book. And that's so much different from the first book where I didn't even know the protagonist, never heard of the protagonist in that book. And that was done all through research. So this is a different thing and more personal for me.
Mark, what's it like working with Leon, not only after the television series, but on these 2 books?
It's been great. Leon was introduced as a technical advisor when I first joined the show, and it made sense to me to get inside his head as fast as possible and ask him questions every day, which I did. And I'm sure I bothered him, but there wasn't a day that went by that I wasn't talking to him about something that he did or how he might do it or what he might choose to do in a certain situation. And I believe that's kind of where the friendship formed, but it was an everyday friendship for 20-something years. And I always thought that there was a story to tell here. It was how the show originally came to me, that it was going to be based on original cases, and then TV becomes TV and it becomes something else. But Leon and I never forgot about that, and always thought that to give these individuals an opportunity to talk about something that they never talked about, and also were never asked, that's been rewarding, and these stories have come out of that, and there's a lot of stories to tell. So this is the second in a series, and we've always looked at this as one of could be many, and we're happy with the success of the first. So here we are again.
Mark, how amazed are you at some of these stories that you've been hearing and you're involved in?
How amazed?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's an eye opener, always, and maybe that's the part of it that is the most intriguing to me, because it's stuff that in most cases you think you know, for example, about Operation Just Cause, or maybe you know something about Noriega, but you don't know anything at all when you start reading, this book, and that's the part that has been rewarding, and Leon is a huge part of that, and also the individuals who personally now, I mean, I don't personally know Rick Yell, but I don't personally know the old man, but I know him as a character, and to be able to kind of be let into that door has been something I've never experienced, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy my friendship with him, and in some ways for me it feels like giving back.
We're talking with Mark Harmon and Leon Carroll Jr. about their second book, Ghost of Panama. It's always interesting talking to them. The last thing I'm going to say is I know they're both athletes, both played football. Guys, we're getting towards the end. Any thoughts on who may win the collegiate?
Oh, probably Oregon in the FBS, but I'm a Bison. North Dakota State, Carson Wentz, Trey Lance, Easton Stick.
Yeah, so, I got to agree with you. North Dakota Bison, they're always up there. Mark, what's your prediction?
Listen, there's a lot of good teams out there. Right now, Oregon is the one everybody's looking at, and that's what happens when you're in that slot, but anything can happen. It's college football. That's what makes it exciting, and that's what changes it every year and sometimes every weekend.
I think there's something that these guys are not telling us because they get all this information. I really believe that Leon is not retired like he says he is, and Mark's sneaking in as a little secret agent 007. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. I appreciate it.
All righty, James. Thanks for having us.
Need new seamless gutters with a better cover? Keep water away from your home and basement? Call Woods for Gutter Shutter, the largest seamless gutter system with a cover. Protect your home. Call Woods for a free estimate or go online to woodsbasementsystems.com. That's woodsbasementsystems.com, the all things basement experts.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, James.
I have two of the stars from original movies on OWN that's coming out this December. It's called A Season to Remember. I have Michelle Weaver and Nathan Owens. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Michelle, I want to get started with you. Let's talk about your characters. Yeah, Michelle. Let's talk about Simone.
Yeah. What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Tell us about your character.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, I was waiting for a question. Simone is, what about Simone? She is a hardworking, driven woman who is professional, who is seeking to be taken seriously at her job.
I like the reversal of roles. It's usually the woman that's pushed the man, but in this case, Nathan, your character pushes Simone and tells her she needs to get things going. Talk about your character, man.
So you know what? I would say he tactfully pushes her. It's a little bit more finesseful than that. He seems like he might know a little bit about working with, females in that of that ilk, I guess. But my character is a freelance sports cameraman and photographer, and yeah, he's been jumping around a few different places, and I think internally actually wants to find a home. But he's not very, you wouldn't see that at first, but I think he's actually yearning to find a home because, without giving too much away, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, let's leave it at that. Let's leave it
Just
at
leave it
that.
at that. Yeah.
It was also interesting that the way you were pushing Simone, you had to help her find herself too, because somewhere in there was a strong Black woman, wasn't there, Michelle?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, I did, but at the same time, and I will say this, she helped Iggy's character and pushed him to be a better version of himself as well too.
Definitely. Here's just another thing I want to touch on a little bit, Michelle, is I really appreciate, and I think the audiences too, the dealing with the issues of a family member who's got starting symptoms of dementia. Talk a little bit about that particular.
Yeah, I love that the writer put that in, and actually that's very personal to the writer. Her own father, she's been navigating that with her own father, and so which I think you can tell in the script and in the movie, because to me it feels very real and authentic, the journey that they go on. And I think it's great to have in a holiday film with love. It's not just about two people falling in love. It's like the full life of these people, and you get to see her home life and see her. She's navigating so many things at once, and I think that's so real. A lot of us are navigating so many things at the same time. We're trying to have careers. We're trying to take care of our families. We're trying to find love. We're trying to be happy and feel fulfilled. And so you see that in this movie, all of those different versions of Simone and the conflict in each version that she is trying to navigate. And I think it is important to show family dynamics, because there's so many things within our families that we struggle through that don't have to deal with negative conflicts, just things that we can't control, like illness or economic distress, things like that. And so I believe it's very relatable, and it's important for us to see those stories told.
I agree.
Speaking of a story being told, Nathan, I have a question for you. You ain't right, because you gonna have men sitting there watching this movie with their women. Here comes the dunk scene. He takes off his shirt. Women, they're gonna look at their man. They're gonna look at you. They're gonna look at their man, and they're gonna be reaching for the phone, talking about club fitness or gym fitness. Talk about that a little bit.
That's hilarious,
funny.
man. That's hilarious. You know what? I'm not sure exactly what to say to that, other than it's all smoke and mirrors, baby. It's all.
Speaking of smoke and mirrors, now the first time you rehearsed that scene, was Michelle's response genuine, or was that acting?
Yeah, was it?
I never. So actually, they shot all of my coverage with him fully clothed.
Oh, that's true.
So
That's true. That is true.
you guys didn't even. So it's all acting.
That's actually true. We had a good time with that scene, though.
But
We
it
had a
was
lot
fun
of fun with that scene.
It was also so hot in that room because it was like we were in winter coats and stuff. So
I couldn't wait.
He couldn't wait to
get done.
I really enjoyed the very end of the movie. I thought the way that you two finally got together and that first kiss, I thought that was so perfect. Talk about that.
Interestingly enough, that's one of the first
things
scenes
we shot.
Yeah, I think it
was the second thing we shot.
Second thing, yeah, you're correct. Yeah.
Or it was the second day.
It was my first day.
Oh, okay, it was
Yeah,
your first day. So we shot other scenes together earlier in the day, and then we ended on that shot.
Yeah, so it was like, hey, nice to meet you. Also, mwah.
Yeah.
You know?
You got a mint? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
exactly. But it was really nice. The production design on that did a really great job as well too, with the lighting and creating the Christmas wholesomeness pretty much with that scene.
And Roger Bob, the director, actually kind of rewrote that scene.
That's right, he did.
And directed us a lot. So I feel like too, he is a reason why it just kind of like sparkled. His direction really helped set it up for that. And then like the fake snow and the lights, they did a really good job to set it up.
They did. I think it's worth watching the entire movie, A Season to Remember, especially for that ending scene. I think it was perfect. Of course, women are going to wait for the dunking scene more than anything else. So I want to thank you, Nathan and Michelle. Thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. And the last thing I'm going to say again, Nathan, you ain't right. Y'all have a good day.
Hey, thank you, James. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, James.
Think your concrete's on solid ground? The good news is your home's concrete problems can be fixed permanently, because concrete problems won't get better with time, but they will get better with us.
Call Woods Basement Systems today for your free estimate.
James Thomas, Morning Blend. I'm here with my two critics, Janelle and Tony. Smile, Janelle. It's morning. I've had my coffee, so has Tony. Have some coffee, Janelle. You know why she has that look on her face? Because the movie we're about to review, it's called The End. And it was definitely the end. I'm going to be the first because, again, I called it the Addams Family Values Musical is what I actually called it, because it was a weird family. Tilda had issues. Dad had issues. Let's not even get into the son. Mom and dad are bad, the son is bad. And the fact they were about to kill somebody, Tony, it's, after the apocalypse or something like that, something's going on. I couldn't figure that out. And then, was it fire? I didn't understand what caused the apocalypse. And those tunnels that you could tell were drilled out. Is that because dad used to drill? Tony.
This is ambitious, audacious, and bold. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. I can almost guarantee that. It's a musical set at the end of the world. As James was mentioning, it doesn't really go into what exactly happened. There's clearly an energy crisis that certain people may or may not be responsible for, but it really is family dynamics, and they've been trapped underground for a very long time. We're not exactly sure how long, but it's a family of three and a select few friends, and they have just survived together. I think it's almost a mile below ground for years. And as things start to come to light, some truth, what led to everything, why are they there? A few things begin to unravel, and so does their sanity for sure.
I'd give it a 3 out of 5. Again, if you take out the singing, I think the story in itself is pretty decent. It deals well with a family dealing with the end of the world and having an outsider come in and toss a lot of those feelings and making a lot of that stuff bubble up to the surface.
Okay.